Alright, hopefully this thing is working. What I'm going to try to do is run as many things as possible all at once. So I've got my Strava going. I'm going to start footpath. And I think it's going to send it through to my earphones, so you probably won't hear it. Alright, it's telling me through the earphones. Alright, so through the music it's talking to me. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to shut this off, see if it continues to work, and take you through a very long 2-hour loop. See if I can survive. There's one really tricky part and then a really big climb. So this is the top of Round Mountain, basically. And see, I locked all the stuff. Got my keys. Good. Doing a check on everything. Oop, gotta start Strava. So this is an old watch. It likes to take its time doing things. But this trail is fairly mild. There we go. Alright, we're good. So the equipment that I'm wearing right now, I've got my GoPro. Tilt you up a little bit here. Alright, so I said I arrived. It's not telling me anything on my watch, but I've heard that you can't use Strava and footprints together. However, if I have, okay, just said continue on this path here, so that's cool. Again, it's coming through my earphones, so you can't hear it. But that's one thing I want to mention. Nice big mushroom there. Is that yeah, the GPS apparently is not totally on. Thinks I'm off the trail. But equipment that I'm using right here, I got my trusted GoPro saying I'm off route. So it's going berserk right now. Alright, let me check out what's going on here because it's yelling at me. Sanjans, that's what I'm on. Alright, let's see what... I'm on the right route, unless I drew it wrong on the map. Let's see if it starts yelling at me again. This is the route that I wanted. I'm wondering if the GPS is just slow. Alright, so back to my equipment. I got my GoPro here, which I hope is working. That's what stinks about the session, is that there's no screen. You're not really sure. You see a red light blinking, but you don't know if you put the settings on right. You gotta really know what you're doing, and or use it quite a bit. And I do neither. In fact, I haven't been able to make a video in a while because I didn't know where I put this camera. And it was sitting in the most logical place in the world, but of course that's the last place that I look. So I got this camera, and of course I got my iPhone, which is a Pro, so it should do really well. But apparently at first I didn't get the hint of where I was. Hopefully I'm caught up now because it's not yelling at me. And of course I got my iWatch 2. Not very powerful, but so far good enough. I think I'll upgrade this year. Of course my bike. And the AirPods. I have to say, I got the 2 and I got them on sale. Wait for them to go on sale. $250 is way too much. But they're fantastic for biking. As long as you don't do any crazy stuff. They never popped out of my ear so far. Only when I'm taking off my helmet or taking off a shirt or something. But not while I'm riding. Which of course it'll happen now. But so for instance, somebody's calling me or texting me. I just talk through the phone and answer calls. When Siri asks me, do you want to accept the call? I say, yeah. No, I didn't mean to set you off, Siri. Okay, so, yeah, there you go. So if I want to call somebody, I just say it using the name that I won't mention. It seems to be up to date now. It's also easy to change the volume on my music, which of course you can't hear either. But it has transparency mode, so I can hear everything around me. Hopefully, somebody's coming up behind me. I'll hear them. If I need to raise or lower the volume, I just swipe on the stem, and I can do so. I don't expect anybody to come behind me unless there's some aggressive wildlife around here, which I haven't seen in a while. Whew. But yeah, this is Genesis Loop, and you start, you just go through here, and then there's supposed to be a trail going to the left. It's tough. I've never seen it. Or I've seen it once and then keep missing it. Whew. But this is an initial climb for your warm-up. And then the next 2 loops get progressively easier. And then you get to Salamander, which is very difficult downhill, but you go down fast. Or you go down fairly steep. And it's got lots of rock gardens, as you'll see. Not for the easy person. So, whew. Need to pace myself here. This is one thing. I'm not a big fan of the Trek Top Fuel. Those hairpins are a little tougher than they used to be on the Scalpel. However, if you're going straight, this is the bike for you. Doing a lot of switchbacks, especially going up, you're gonna have to develop a little extra skill to get that done. However, going uphill, Like, yay. It actually gives you a little power boost there. It's so good, I forget that this is not an electric bike. As you see, my whole body isn't holding up real well. Whew. Once I get warmed up, I'll be okay. Oh. Yeah. This initial climb is not fun. But in the middle section, there's a brutal climb. But not brutal enough I have to get off and walk like I have to do at City Park. It's just long, not steep. Lots of sticks here, spider webs. It says the season. That's why I like spring and fall. Oh, yeah, this is good stuff. So this is Genesis Loop. It's your first loop. Not hard, but you're going up initially. So, a lot of sustained uphill. And you got these two turnarounds. Just have to be careful you don't roll over one of the mini rocks, because it'll take you out. Which brings me to the next nice thing about this bike. 2.4 wheels, very grippy. You get turned sideways, they'll straighten you out. I know I'm exaggerating here. Last time I came out here, I went on my side. I thought I was like 2 feet off the ground with my shoulder. I just kept pedaling and it straightened me out. And I wasn't going that fast. So it's a very forgiving tire. I really like it. Of course, I can't say much about the rolling resistance, although I didn't really notice slowing down except maybe about 15 miles per hour, which I hardly ever do. I'm mostly just cruising like this, going slow uphill or taking it easy going downhill. There's a couple of spots where I'll dip above 15 miles an hour, but not for very long. So, yeah. It'd be nice to have the phone mounted here so I can see how far it is to the next loop. So, I just don't like the mounts that I see because they're really good ones. You have to put a special case on it. I already got a special case. It's supposed to draw away radiation from your head, from your body. I don't know if it's a trick or a gimmick or something. I like it. And one of the downfalls is that they usually wear out within a year or so. And then you complain to the company. They send you another one. It lasts about a year or so. And then that's it. And by that time you're almost on your next phone, so it's no big deal. But I don't like switching phones though. I kept my iPhone XR, I think it was. It was a plastic one. It was really good. Lasted me a long time. In fact, passed it on to my son after I got this Pro, which was on super sale. Sort of. It's back to a new style contract. See, that looks like a trail, but it's not. A lot of places here on Round Mountain look like trails. So you really need to know what you're doing. And just follow the more established trail. You won't get lost. But it's always good to have a map. When you start, there are maps there, take a picture of it, and make sure you have a compass on your phone. And you'll be fine. Because when you get to intersections, they're fairly well marked. Got signs, arrows. So, and they usually have those diamonds, the colors to tell you which trail you're on, marked on the trees. Alright, saying keep left onto Chimney Loop. So, we're getting close to the intersection here. There's the intersection. Now you see Genesis goes right. Chimney Loop, 1.5 miles. Alright. So, now if you continue on Genesis Loop, it'll take you to the main road. And then you can go across the road and get onto the other side of Genesis Loop. But this is, I highly recommend you do Genesis 1/2 and do the whole Chimney Loop and then finish the Genesis. And that's a good 7-mile ride, I think. Perfect for getting used to this mountain. And it's a lot of fun, as we'll see at the end of this video. Oh, I hope this is recording. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. So once you climb up Genesis, that first part, you're not doing too bad for a while. Get some rock gardens up here, which are generally fine. Tell me I'm off route, but I'm not. So I'll stop here. Let the GPS catch up. Get some spider webs off of me. Pretty bad. Yeah. Take a sip. Another nice thing I like about the AirPods Pro, as you can see, bugs and spider webs tend to get into everything. Any hole you leave exposed. Not much you can do about your nose and your mouth, except not be a mouth breather or talk a lot while you're riding. But I'm not off route. But with the AirPods, it closes up your ears. And I've never had a problem, something on my ears, but it's a big fear of mine. I've seen videos of people getting some bugs stuck in their ears. Nightmare. I think it caught up now. We'll continue on Chimney Loop. That's good. So this will take us back to the main road. I'll show you where Chimney Loop goes across. Lots of rocks here. Some mud. Ooh, some really wet mud here. Rock gardens are not bad. It's good for beginners to get used to. And especially if they have thick tires like I do, it won't be a problem. You get under 2.2, I think it can be sketchy for beginners. So just be careful on those beginner bikes, beginner tires, beginner rider. You might want to skip over those, walk around them or something. But you see there's lots of rocks. It did rain past couple of days, so there's certain sections where water runs down the mountain and makes it very muddy and puddly. Otherwise, the rest of the trail is really nice. You just got some of these loose rocks around here, loose branches, sticks. Just gotta be careful of those. Like I said, you got good thick tires. Not off-route. Oh my gosh. Yeah, footpath is, I thought it was going to get my endorsement easy. But if it's confused about my GPS, okay. So let's continue. Maybe figure it out. I wonder if I get like the Ultra and I get the Ultra with its superior GPS and put it on there, but I have the same problems. I wonder. Okay, it's gonna say something. I'm gonna shut up. It'd be really nice to see it on the watch. I mean, for me, what I would like to see is an Ultra with just GPS. I know it sounds weird not to have those cellular on there, but I bring my phone everywhere. I don't need the service on the watch too. I'm just a middle-aged, older guy. Just trying to have some fun. Right, I got my second one here. And you can see how this Trek Top fuel really helps me out moving along. I have to say this side is probably a lot cleaner than the north side. I think I'm on the south side. Southeast, I guess. Southeast facing. Anyway. What's this? Mud. Another thing too on this trail. There's poop. Big poop. Too small for a horse. Too big for a dog or so I'm guessing it's a black bear. And you see those piles on the north side. And mostly on the north side. Haven't seen one, at least up close. I'm not sure if I saw one on city trails, but it looked like a big dog running away from me. So I turned around and went the other way. Oh, I did see a mom and two cubs last year, I think it was, on the drive up. But never on the trails proper. Again, I probably jinxed myself.
Gonna run into one right here on camera. But yeah, the black bear, they usually don't show up. But if you see cubs, dude, I don't care what kind of animal it is, they're gonna come after you. So, one negative thing about having the AirPods, they make the music only available to me. And what I would do is put the music on, put it on loud. Dude, these bugs go straight to the mouth. Lucky my mouth is closed there. And there was a big bug too, that would have been bad. But yeah, the music would alert any wildlife that I'm coming. If my tires didn't make enough noise. When I'm going downhill, it'll make more noise. But going uphill, it's pretty quiet except for when I'm touching the ground here. So if there's not a lot of leaves or rustling or me talking, I'm pretty quiet moving around going at slow speeds. But as soon as I stop pedaling, get the freewheel action, and things can hear me. So, important safety tip, kids. Make noise so you don't surprise a bear. Don't surprise those guys. They might do anything. So far, these bear around here have not been very active in my trail space, which is nice. Ah, it says I'm off route. It says all the way to the left. That is downhill. It's not where I want to be. Come on, footpath. Get with it. Okay, so continue. Okay, so here's the main road. So if you go in there, stay to the right, that's the other side of Chimney Loop. And we'll see it later. We'll hit it from the other side behind. Oops. I missed my trail here. I forgot. Right over here. See how close it is? You don't have to go down this main road very long. And we got Meadow Loop. Well, this is my favorite. Because I can go fast. It's probably the easiest and not well traveled, I have to say. This is, I mean, it's in the middle of the mountain. So who would notice it? Probably busy on the end near the parking lots. Ooh, there's a trench there, gotta be careful of it. But very smooth, flowy trail. Which is ironic because you get this nice one, and then you get the salamander and the return trail, which are very difficult to say the least. Now, you could always bypass them by taking the main road down to the next trail. That's what I recommend for new people, because as you'll see, the salamander can be sketchy. You do need a little bit of skill just so you don't get hurt. I mean, I almost popped a tire and ate it for the last time I went down, which was my first time, and I was trying to be super cautious. But yeah, we'll see how I handle it this time. See? Hit that rock with my back wheel. Went a little sideways. And it picks me right up. So, doing real well. See, it looks like a trail to the right, but it's not. Although it probably could be in the future. I get a little nervous with these AirPods though. I feel like they're slipping out. They're really not. Gee. No. Alright, not going to try that one. It's a good place to get a sip. Stay hydrated. And then we'll just step over this guy. Another great thing about carbon bikes, real easy to get over obstacles when you're not a jumper like me. So what I think I'll do is I'll go down Salamander, come back up the return trail, and when I get back up to the main road again, I'll have a snack. Yeah, this is fun. I'll lower the seat a little bit. Alright, saying fake Salamander Trail. Where is it? These tree stumps look like they're freak me out. Not a fan of these trees that are partially falling over. Gotta go under. I do know if I make it to the main road, I went too far. And it's close to the main road. The Salamander. Turn left on Salamander, it says. And there it is. Very good footpath. No horses. There you go. Alright, 1 mile it says down here. Tricky thing about going down this, you can't really enjoy it. I mean, this is enjoyable here, but as you'll see, some real difficult spots. You gotta be careful. Not going to talk too much because I'm concentrating. There's that rock garden. Right into the spider web. Not off route. Every trail I start says I'm off route. But it gets the turns right, and that's what really matters. Where's this trail? Gotta make this louder. I may sound funny when I talk. I gotta hear what they're saying. Alright, here is a rock garden. Not a good line. Got through it. Good deal. Gotta say, I love dropper posts. Make things a lot easier. Yeah, negotiate that. Excellent. I do still have a little bit of my former agility. Oh man, I wish I was half my age. I would totally enjoy this to the fullest. Then again, I wouldn't be able to afford the bike that I've got, so I don't even know if I can afford at that age the cheapest bike that I have. Titans. Big old rocks. This is a real bad one here. Nope, that's not the bad one. Where is it? Where is it? Like so. Ah. Ah. Alright, I think that was the tough part. I'm sure it didn't look tough to you, but tough to me. Don't have great skills. But just like in college, I got the bare minimum. Alright, I really don't like these limbo bars. With what the heck is that just dangling there? See? AirPods are trying to get out. But you can feel them slipping. Now, if you're going through really choppy, dangerous terrain, see, I tried to go over this last time. Wasn't happening. Just don't have the confidence for it. And over. Alright. Yes, this is salamander. And if it wasn't for those trees and that one misstep, I mean, if I'd practice it, I could probably handle those rock gardens, no problem. Just couldn't keep my balance. I think the rest of salamander is pretty straightforward, if I'm not mistaken. Could be. Could be wrong. Yeah, I think I was wrong. Huh? Trail goes up here. I think I go this way. See, it looks like there's a trail going the other way, but I'm not sure about that. This is the way I came last time. And see, it looks like a trail going to the right there. That's not a trail. Ooh, that's not a trail to the right either. Here we go. Good deal. Whoa! It's white out there. This does not look like a trail. That is not a trail. See, this is a trail. Whoa. See? Okay. All right, so now I'm on South Fork Trail. I just gotta recognize that otherwise South Fork Trail take you all the way back to the beginning, basically, or to the lower parking lot at least. So wish you could hear my music, but this video will get flagged. I'll try to put on some music in post. So now I went down all that way, lots of fun, and I'm going to pay for it. Going up the South Fork Trail. It takes me pretty much, I believe, all the way back to the main road. And I'm going to take Goose. This is the part that saps my strength. This whole big ride here. That looks like a trail, but it's not. Especially all those down trees. Whew. Yeah. Probably not going to talk very much doing this. Although, I don't need to concentrate going uphill. Maybe it'll distract me. Or maybe it'll just remind me how much out of breath I am. My legs are starting to feel it. I have to say the lower middle gears are the ones that really do the heavy lifting. Like third, fourth. Really good. Just can't do steep climbing. That's where I think the Scalpa may surpass this bike. However, you gotta turn that rear suspension off on the Scalpa if you're gonna climb. Too squishy for me. They might have fixed that by now. Whereas this feels like a hardtail going up. So you get a lot of good traction, especially on the crazy stuff. A little bit of a plateau here before we go up again. Now, let's talk about wildlife before what you don't see a lot of around here, which is why I really recommend, if you ever get a chance to come out here, come on out here. Notice, no people. Nobody knows about this beautiful mountain. It's great to come out here in the summer, fall, winter, spring, does not matter. Because I went up to Beckley, did its trails in the winter time, and it just does not drain. Now there's some spots here that are not going to drain well in the winter, because water doesn't evaporate apparently as well in the winter. So it just keeps sliding around. Alright, it says keep right onto Goose Trail. That's this way. Okay. Excellent. Good job, footpath. It's on Goose Trail. As you can see, nobody rides it. It's just me. All this grass here. You see it matted down when you come out here, you can thank me, because I'm the one riding it. Really hope this video is working. Goose Trail. I mean, this is not your rails to trails where you're going to take a 5-year-old kid on. I could totally see a 10-year-old doing a lot of this stuff. Just don't go in Salamander. Just skip Salamander. You know, walk through or around the wet rock gardens or mud. Kids are much lower to the ground, so they have a better center of gravity than we do. They don't need a stick of tires. But they will have to pedal a lot, and this is very long what I'm doing here. You just do one loop. Pick a nice easy one. If you feel like you had enough or you get to the main road, just take the main road back to the parking lot. Or just stay there. One person goes back, gets a car, and goes down the road and picks everybody up. Very, very well designed route. Having that main road that cars can go down. Go right through the whole mountain. I love that. I was talking to a guy that cleans up these trails. I already forgot his name. But he said he had a bad accident out here one time. And I think his phone alerted somebody because he was knocked out. He kept going in and out, and he could hear people coming closer, but he couldn't get up or anything. But the rescue people were able to get to him very quickly because of that service road. So, I don't know if I'm at that age. I think I'm in a good sweet spot because I still have enough physical ability to do a lot of these things, but enough old man sense not try to do things outside my abilities or push things. So, yeah. But yeah, you see, no people. Trail's all yours. Do whatever you want. Go fast, go slow, go backwards. Whatever you want. You know, I don't have a chainsaw, so I can't clear out some of this stuff here. But what I can do is ride through all this grass, knot it down, make the trail seem more inviting. eat all these spider webs for you. That's a positive. Sounds like I got a twig somewhere. Alright, so last time I started back after this. This time I'm going to do the little loops at the bottom of the mountain. See if I can do the whole mountain except for corkscrew. Corkscrew is another story. Yeah, nobody rides this trail, really. It's squishy there. Now, I can't see it, but I'm getting a sense that to my left there's a very big drop off. No fear though. Got lots of bushes and trees to catch my fall before I get into trouble. Another roadblock here. If I had energy, I'd go for it. Definitely could have made it. Just not used to this section yet. Gotta fix my AirPods. Make sure they're snug. Okay. Another thing I was thinking of reviewing are my shoes that I just bought a little while ago. And I have to say, they feel like slippers. Really nice. Although, they're a little big. But a little big is okay. Because in wintertime, when I wear my thick socks, they'll probably feel snug. I can always put like pads on the heels, tissues or something to make it. Yeah, that's a little bit of a drop off there. Not real steep, but I don't like it. Yeah, now it's fine. But they are they're like $120 shoes made by Bontrager. They just have the one twist. I knew I needed one with a twist. Let me tell you, that system where you twist it to tighten the whole shoe, magnificent. I love it. It makes it really easy to put on and off. Like I said, feels like slippers, putting on and off. Very comfortable. It's just a little loose, which is surprising because my last shoe was a Shimano 47. And these are 46s and they're loose. Yeah, I'm not real sure. I think the Shimanos, they have a narrow one and a wide one. I think I might have had a 47 narrow. And I'm really a wide. So getting the bigger shoe probably helped me there. Whereas the Bontragers are, I think, all wide. I don't say that, but I have a wide foot. I take 11.5 wide. That's a perfect fit for me. So 47 Bontrager is just a little slippery. I really only feel it in certain spots, like when I get off, start walking around. So if you do a lot of walking, these are not the hikers the Shimano's were. But they're black instead of clown colors, which is nice. Whew. Yeah, this goose trail is longer than I thought, but the South Fork was shorter than I thought. Maybe I just mashed it together in my memory. Yeah, goose is a pain. I think we went down the opposite way together with my son. Well, maybe I did the right way. Can't remember. Yeah, this goose is a doozy. This is where you're paying a salamander bill here. Take the next left onto something that couldn't make it out. Again, if it was on my watch or my handlebars, it'd be much nicer, I think. So I'm looking for a trail on my left. Don't see any. See a big sweeping left-hander. There's a loop. All right, and take a little break here. Oh, got a little snack. All right, garbage in the back pocket. Get some spider webs off of me. Fix my AirPods. Here we go. Arbutus. 2 miles. 2 miles to the next loop. So I think these two loops are fairly flat, edging downhill once I get past this. I think, could be wrong. Mud, some rocks. Takes it like a chip. Oh, I don't know what else to talk about. Just enjoy nature. A few miles. What do we have here? Don't like it. There we go. So there we are. Let's do a key check. Keys, wallet, phone. iPod snug. Very nice. Ooh, that's quite a ways down. Forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, you're on top of a mountain. You're well over 3,000 miles above sea level. Valley below is below 3,000, closer to 2,000. So yeah, this is a good height up here. Now, because the Appalachians are heavily eroded, very old mountains, they don't have steep cliffs for the most part. There's a couple of spots, but usually not around these trails. It's about as steep as it gets, so you're looking at right here. Just don't do anything outside your ability in this area, and you're fine. Okay, got like a little rock face here. Be careful nothing lands on you. Ow. Thought I could do it. Probably could have been smarter next time. And that's why you wear a helmet, kids. Not for falling, but for branches. Especially this helmet that I got here. It's a special Bontrager super squishy helmet. Well, it's not squishy, but I mean, if you take a collision, it's going to absorb it. Save that noggin of yours. This is the most important thing. So I've never done all these loops together all at once. All these trails I've seen once, but never back to back. My first time trying it. Which is why, hopefully if the camera's working, I'm bringing you along. Yeah, rock garden, little mud. Yeah, mud's not bad today. Not as bad as it can be. I'm taking this one. Smush. Amateur challenge there. A lot of blind corners. I guess it makes it interesting. About the AirPods is that the straps of the helmet tend to knock it around if you don't have it set right, which I have a real problem doing.